Now I know progress is slow in the Portugal project, but things do happen, so I thought an update video would be valid. Yeah, the ghost town didn't change that much. Although progress is slow, we are still working on renovating the house. So I'm actually starting off the video at the same point we did the last video 1 year ago, when I just bought the house. And I want to give you all an update on what has happened in the last year. Welcome to my house in the ghost town. Yeah, like I said, not much change in the ghost town. But here things are happening. I want to do the house tour actually the same of the other video and show you a comparison with how it looked before and what is the status now. So begin the other video telling you about the 5 different rooms that this house has. And it's almost 4 rooms now, because we are currently in the middle of removing this wall here in between, which will join these 2 rooms together. What will be still, as was the idea 1 year ago, my main living area. We start with the bathroom. So from the last video you remember I didn't have water. Water is installed in the bathroom. And everything is working. There is a video on how I connected all this water here in the bathroom. This is still a little bit temporary. We needed a quick fix last year and we're still using this. Works very well. Although the pipe here is still on the floor. Run over by many wheelbarrows already, but still intact. We do, however, still have a septic tank situation here that needs to be solved very quickly. So that was the bathroom. Then we're going to see this part. These 2 rooms I'm joining together now. And in the former video, the whole building still had the old roof. Here, this year, still the roof is going to come on. Let me show you. So this is where before was the kitchen area, where you saw the refrigerator still standing here. And this only had like a door size hole to go through. And here was a chimney. And now we're in the process of removing this old schist stone wall to join these 2 rooms together. This will be my new kitchen area, probably with a corner kitchen going in here. And this part behind here I want to use for a shower and a bathroom. So what we're going to do here is we cut this off somewhere over here. And then make it like parallel to this outside wall. So it's going to be like this, with a toilet and a sink and a shower. And these walls actually they're going to stay for like about a meter, because we cannot touch the stones that go into the corner. So this will be cut off, and then here we'll have a beam which will support the roof here in the middle. Let's hop into the other room. This is the door you saw me enter the last time when I come in here. Back then this room was still divided in 4 separate, very small rooms. coming in the door here, this was a small area where I had my dining table, mostly did my computer work. Then here was a door to the very small kitchen, and here I had a bed, and then also there was this small room where I had sort of a seating area with a sleeping couch for visitors also. And back then it had a ceiling right here. Eventually we opened this all up when we took out the roof. And now I'm in the process here of making the windows. And within the next couple of weeks we're going to start on putting on this roof. This door eventually will be removed, because the main door is going to be the door from the room that's going to be my kitchen, or the part that is going to be my kitchen. So this door we're going to brick up. Then we have the next part of the house that we're now using as a kitchen. Before it looked very different. It was like this room, also divided into 4 separate, very small spaces. Let me show you the kitchen. So this is all a temporary setup. We have the water still outside. We have a small plateau outside where we do things with water. But this is the general food fixing area. You see here I put on the new roof. Before here you can see on the wall it also had like a ceiling. And it was also like divided in 4 pieces. Although it was one floor, they put, you can see here still, small walls in between here. What made these all like 2 square meter rooms. But yeah, now it looks a whole lot different, especially with the new roof. This beam is a beam that needs to go onto the other part of the roof. It's just laying here for storage. Eventually we'll also need to fill up still the holes here. I did that in the other room where we're going next. This is my general like living area and sleeping area. And I closed these gaps already. But here this still needs to be done, also on this side. And also there in the top a little. But that'll get fixed when the other part of the roof is coming on. This part still has the old window and the old door, where I have to almost crouch through. It's not made for Dutch people. Let me show you the last room. So here you can see I put in a new nice high door, and also a window with the shutters. This is now my main living area, and before this was the shed. And you saw here the shelves that I put in, and still all the old stuff laying around here. And especially also the old roof in comparison to this one. Still need to fill these parts up here with wood also. But for now it's all staying nice and dry. So I think I did a good job on that. And it looks very nice. But still here also works need to be done, because this needs to be rendered off. And this wood stove eventually will go into my house, like the part that doesn't have a roof now. This is the sleeping area. If we go to the side of the house here, you see also a big change. Because we also needed to access the wall here, to up it a little and to put on the roof tiles. Here was a very old sort of very low carport. They used, I think, mainly for wood storage, and that is now removed, and we have a lot more space here. Although I want to put another new wood storage here against the wall. And we made fences everywhere on the property to keep the dogs in. Last year I didn't have any dogs when I started this project, but you never know how life goes, and now I have 2 dogs. So we needed to fence the whole property in. I started back then, you saw in the other house tour what the state of the fence was in here in the backside, and I redid that, and I also put a new fence here because this was completely opened and I just barricaded this for a while. But now it's all nicely fenced in, and from here you can also view the nicely new roof. So yeah, that looks all mighty fine, but we still need to do the whole other part. Now you can say Jasper a year, yes. There were also other projects that I was needed to concern with, which we'll come to in the rest of this video. So it all took a little longer. This building, not much has changed here. Well, at least on the outside. Let me get the key. It's funny, some of the keys have like this metal plate which has the name of the former owner, like stanced, how do you say this in English, pushed into the thingy. So yeah, this shed mainly has become like a storage area. Maybe you remember before we had like wine barrels like standing here, and we had a lot more space inside. But now this is my shed area. Eventually this will not be a shed area. Eventually this also will be accommodation for people to stay. Including this part. What was before and still is the woodshed, with also some other stuff now. Everything is stuffed here after a year already. But we're going to use a lot of these materials again. Let me show you what this side of the house looks like without the roof. Yeah, so the street is a lot higher here, so you can just look inside the house. As a tall Dutch guy. Yeah, so here still a lot of work on the outside needs to be done, but we hope to complete that within the next couple of months, before it gets really rainy and cold. Yeah, not much changed on the perimeter of the house. Most of the trees are also still the same, although we removed the dying peach tree. And then there was the other shed. What was a project and also a reason why the house build was delayed is that we created another sort of accommodation room for my video editor, and he is staying there momentarily. Now this thing is covered up with a tarp. I'll get to you on that in one of the next videos. But we spent about 1.5 months restoring this small shed. Also my video editor Renato, he promised to soon do a small tour of the Mini. We also have guests staying. And here is the fence that I put in to keep the little rascals on the property. Another delay on the house is caused by needing to fix this grey water wetland, because we need to divert all our grey water from the septic tank. This doesn't have enough capacity to hold all this water. So we started this project, what you can see in the last couple of videos, and there's a couple of more videos coming up on that. This also took valuable time out of the build for the main house, but very necessary, because otherwise it goes to smell and stink and stuff. And with more people staying here, we need a better solution for this. But soon we will continue on the house. At least for the next year update, there will be a lot of progress. What might be also interesting for you to see is a drawing of the property borders. I have this small map that I got from the camera, the registration office, and it shows what is the borders of my land. And as you can see there, also the square in front of my house, it originally belonged to my property. It's funny, right? So the plans for the house have not much changed, although small things may change. These two areas where the roof is already on, still going to be guest houses. And like I said, this is still going to be my main living area. The separate bathroom we're probably also going to keep, because like for the mini where's Renato in, this is just a separate room. So it's also nice to have like a bathroom that can be used when people are staying in the mini, for instance. If you like DIY building projects, or you like to follow people living in Portugal, maybe take a subscription to this channel. A lot more building coming up. Although, yeah, we get sometimes sidetracked with other projects that are also necessary. I think we had a lot of nice progress for 1 year. We still should be able to finish this house project within reasonable time. So yeah, maybe see you all in the next video. And join my renovation project and living in Portugal on this channel. Yeah, this also needs to be fixed. Akira, now. There's frogs in here, so it's very interesting for her. See how I fix this in the next videos. Thank you for watching another video of the Portugal project. If you want to follow the Portugal project more closely, you can also add it on Facebook. Or add me on my personal account on Facebook or Instagram. See you next time at the Portugal project.